Hey, Vanna. Hey, Megan. Hey, Agatha. Hey, Docs. No, this is my same Dazzler shirt. I only have the one Dazzler shirt. I used to have another Dazzler shirt, but that one got stolen years ago before I got this one. I'm still kind of bitter about it, if I'm honest. Hey, Barbara. No, this is no. I mean, it might just be the lighting again, Vanna. But no, it's hey, private dancer. No, it's just purple. It's just a purple T-shirt. It's possible that lighting is playing a trick. What's periwinkle? What is Dazzler? She is a comic book character. She is one of the X-Men. Is she pretty? I mean, she's a comic book character, so yes. So yeah, she's hot. Comic characters, women in comics are universally drawn to be attractive. Want to the next video? Tomorrow I'm getting together with my mom. And doing trivia. You like tomboys? Yeah, tomboys are good. Tomboys are cute. So I would probably be a little bit later than usual coming on tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. And then Thursday we play more Our Life. Hopefully not a 3-hour episode again. That one was long. That one went way too long. Last week's went way too long. Hey, Stevie. Let's go locked in Baxter's dungeon. Could be. We haven't seen Cove in any of Baxter's DLC. Yeah, I'm okay, dancer. You? Did I block the word for adult kitten? Cat? I don't think I did, but who the hell even knows anymore? Entirely possible that I got fed up. It's entirely possible that back in January or something, I might have just gotten fed up with people talking about it, February, March, whatever. But it's entirely possible I got fed up with people talking about the cats. Do I sleep all day and stay up all night? Yep. Just trying to tell you about mine. Tell me about your cat. I like hearing about cats, so tell me about your cat. I was meowing at the door and not wanting to leave. I'm wondering if this is learned behavior. I mean, sometimes. No phone calls, Zach. It is a text focused, or it's a text focused job. Go outside? No. Roll around in the grass and sunshine and enjoy nature? No. You. Sounds terrible. And also tropical fish? No. Yeah, I'll go left and that's good. Yeah, no. Nobody wants to be doing that right now, tropical fish. We've had. I'm in Southern Ontario. We've had. Or Southeastern. Like, I'm in Southeastern Ontario. We've had smoke warnings lately. Like, legitimately, like, the weather thing on my computer. Like, right now, like, my computer has, like, the weather pulls up. The weather is smoke. That's the actual weather right now. Is smoke. So like air quality alert in effect. So yeah, it's wild. I have literally never seen this before. Hey, Jenna. Off the chain hook. I mean, I've maybe used off the chain once or twice. Maybe. Never off the chain hook. And even off the chain, not really. Yeah, I like this is the first time in my life that I can ever like as far as I can remember. This is the first time in my entire life that we have had air quality advisories. I mean, maybe when I was really young, because maybe when I was really young when Domtar was still going, because Cornwall used to be known for Domtar, a factory that just made our town smell like shit or just smell terrible. Cornwall used to have a really bad reputation for smelling bad. So, but yeah, I mean, this is as far as I can recall. This is the first time in my life that Cornwall has had air advisory warnings, certainly related to forest fires. My town smells like magnolia and honeysuckle. We have a chicken plant in the transit. Yeah, Domtar, as I recall, Domtar was a paper plant. Smells so bad about paper. Well, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but apparently the manufacturing process is create some really gross byproducts. The manufacturing process for paper just does seem to result in really gross byproducts, or at least it did back in the day. I don't know if maybe they've changed the process since then. Closed down when I was still a kid, so paper mills do smell bad. Yeah. Yes, I am, Lena. I mean, I'm not working right this minute. I'm off my shift. I'm off the clock right now, but yes, I do still have a job. Roots. Like the show? I never watched Roots. Do you mean like the clothing company? Because no. Snuck into an abandoned paper mill one time. I can see why trespassing is a crime, kind of. Yeah. How do I like my job? Yeah. Pays the bills. Do I wear clothes? Yes. I do still wear clothes. Because I'm one of those weirdos who's just not comfortable being naked. New Disney. I mean, I haven't seen it. Tropical Fish. I have not watched the new Little Mermaid, and I doubt I'll ever bother. Example of clothing that I wear: pants. I don't know what to say. Because it's Disney, and I don't support Disney anymore. But also because like the big fat mermaid. Why not? Thanks, Jenna. But also Tragic Site Museum. Not really something that would interest me. I don't think, Vanna. But also like I don't I don't like Disney doing live action remakes of its old animated films. Why isn't the mermaid fat? Yeah. Why isn't there a freaky merman? Honestly, I'm totally down with a transgender mermaid in the movie. Huh. Is that true, Tropical Fish? Like, are you serious about that? I mean, cool if that's true. You know, it's cool if one of the mermaids is one of Ariel's sisters. I mean, that's pretty cool. I assume that they basically is just like one of the sisters, like that a trans woman was cast as one of the sisters. Like, I'm assuming like just one of the sisters, they cast a trans actress and then just never really brought it up. Georgia Guidestones. I think I've heard about it. Maybe. Why isn't she gay? Well, you never know. But yeah, I don't like Disney doing what. I don't like Disney doing live action remakes of its animated films. Um, First of all, because they're just not as good. The CG characters don't have the same expressiveness as animated characters. Went to watch it yesterday. It's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things about it. Freaking hate the realistic crab and fish. Exactly, Vanna. Like doing the crab and the fish, making them realistic. No, that's stupid. That's just stupid and shitty. Hey, PK. And there is also the fact that the original screenwriters are getting ripped off. Hey, Rira. Burst of energy and clean my apartment at 3 a.m. Yeah, that's about the only way I was ever really able to clean. Love the crispy air. You let me braid your hair. I don't know, whatever. Do you ever see potatoes and think that would make a nice wreath? Am I excited for Christmas? So I'm not seeing anything on Google. Like I Googled, I'm not seeing anything about. I see nothing about Little Mermaid having any trans characters. of air fried air. I dreamt I had to buy New Year's balloons. Nice. Balloons in my own dream. Crispy fresh acoustics. Mm-hmm. Okay, but Perla is played by a cis woman, and I see nothing about Perla being trans. Yeah, I see nothing about Perla being trans, and the actor who played her is cis, so twirl all the weird sprouts around and make a wreath. Do you see potatoes and think that'd make a nice wreath? Can't say this has ever occurred to me. Yeah, it's not something that ever occurred to me. Oh, it's speculated. Okay, speculated. I thought you were saying that there was an actual trans, like that there was, you know, that there's basically a canonically trans character, but no. Sadly, Disney is not there yet when it comes to their movies. A little bit different with their TV shows. I think they did actually cast a trans woman in Willow. Um, do I like glasses with pants or without? Ever sit under a wisteria tree? I could not tell you, Vanna. I don't know that I've ever. I don't know what a wisteria tree actually looks like, so I don't know if I've ever stood under one. Have I ever had a rancid potato? No. But I mean, the truth is, like, even in terms of their movies, Disney's still not even ready to have. Like, Disney's still like really cautious even about having queer supporting characters, like gay supporting characters. Certainly not ready to have trans supporting characters in the movies yet. They will. Yeah, it's a few years off, but they will. You know, we're still a good 3 or 4 years off from them doing that, but I mean, it's by the end of the decade, Disney will put out a movie, probably an animated movie, that will have a supporting character who is trans. Don't think they'll go with a main character being trans, but supporting. If I were boneless, what flavor of wing would I be? Mild. Do I like that I have bones? Mild isn't a flavor. I mean, it kind of is. Describe it. I don't know. Mild. It tastes mild. It's like a sauce, but mild. Original guacamole, but I don't like guacamole. Like, I don't know how it could be guacamole flavor when I don't like guacamole. Kilometer. Kilomiled. Do I get tired of my chat? I get tired from chat because it is a form of socializing, and that makes me tired. Chicken and waffles are really good. I have little reservations about peanut butter. What do you get? How many bones do I have? I don't know. A couple hundred? My nose is mysterious. £206, yeah. Somewhere around there, I would assume. Deer here? How do you keep dogs away from you? I don't know. I just try to stay away from them. hated that song, Private Dancer. I fucking hated that song. People who don't keep their big dogs inside are an offense. Do I like to think about fridges? I mean, so I don't really like thinking about. I don't really like thinking about them. I mean, it's just they're not something that I spend a lot of time thinking about. You know, they're just a thing that exists. I don't really think about them much. Depending on the fridge you can post to social media from. I don't get the point of that, PK. Like, it's just so silly. It's like they attached. It's one of those things where they attached internet to it just for the sake of it. Hey, Claire Bear. Like, they attached that capability to it for the sake of having it there. There was no point for it. My hobby is looking at other people's fridges. Like, your fridge does not need to be Wi-Fi enabled. Double door ice dispenser. Hey, Arjun. And TV's room raiders? No. You're rich if you have an ice dispenser. I want my fridge to be AI and take over my house. Well, the good thing about an AI fridge is that there's not a whole lot it can do to you. If it goes evil, there's not a whole lot it can really do. Locks you up forever. Except it can't lock. There's no lock on a fridge door. It can literally fall into. But how? It can't move. It doesn't have the. It's a fridge. It's not. It's not a moving object. I was like, well, now we're just talking. Well, now we're just getting silly, PK. On my fridge to bring me my beer. That's what a wife is for, Private Dancer. Hi-oh. You ever known anybody with a fridge lock? Nope. My great grandma had one, but I don't know why. Maybe it didn't close for him. Maybe. It can bones? I always say hi, Claire. Chair looks comfy. I don't remember where I got it from, PK. Chantel ordered it. I don't remember where from, and I don't remember what brand it is. Sorry, PK. I try, Claire. I'm kind. Everybody else is rude. Everybody else is just a bunch of jerks. 3:15 a.m. and all I hear is birds. So somebody left me a really stupid comment that I responded to. Pull it up here. Yeah, somebody left a comment on my previous live. Because like my previous live, I put the title that this week feels very long. Somebody left the. I only say hi to people who appreciate potato wreaths. No, so somebody was I titled it "This week feels very long." So somebody was like, "Wah wah wah! Oops, forgot a wah." Like, oh, you're complaining about your week feeling long. Oh, whiny, whiny, whiny. Oh no, poor baby has a long week. Like, yeah, people do that. That's one of those universal human experiences. Is like, man, this week feels really long. Like there's that 30 Rock meme. What a week this has been. Liz, it's Friday. Or Liz, it's Wednesday. It's like it's a universal experience. So I just pointed out, like, so I sort of called her out on it. Some other dumbass responded, "Poor baby. At least do some laundry or go shopping for some clothes that aren't from high school." Looks like my response to her isn't showing up for some reason, though. Well, I did call that person out, but my response to them isn't showing, so I'm just gonna hide them. It's like, yeah, I called them a tedious ass shit week. Yeah, the person who tweeted that, or commented that, I called a tedious ass shit weasel. It's like, how fucking stupid to try to insult somebody for saying, "Man, this week's felt long. This week has felt really long." What the fuck is? What the fuck kind of idiot? Especially like people like, "Oh, when did I ever do laundry?" And it's like, I do my fucking laundry, you jackass. What the fuck are you even talking about? Like, that's the shit that gets me. Like, people telling me to do my laundry, and it's like, yeah, I do my laundry. Yeah, I've got a couple weeks worth of clothes that I wear that I go through, and then I do my laundry, and then I go through them another couple weeks. Like, that's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck kind of comment is that? Like, I change my clothes every day. Like, you can't see my boxers. So you'll have to take my word on that one. But like every day, I'm wearing a different T-shirt from the day before. I'm like, yes, I'll wear the same T-shirt pretty regularly because I don't have 1,000 fucking T-shirts. Like, like, do they think that like are they thinking that I'm supposed to have like 500 different T-shirts that I cycle through? Like, is that what it is? Like when people are like, "Oh, you're always wearing the same clothes," like how like should I have 100 outfits that I cycle through? Is that what is expected? Yeah, I've got like a dozen shirts. I've got like a dozen T-shirts. I mean, yeah, sure. I could probably get a few more T-shirts, but like I've got a dozen, and I wear one day at a time. Occasionally, I will wear the same T-shirt 2 days in a row if I'm not planning on going live. I will say that if there's a day that if there's a night where I don't come on live, there's a pretty good chance I'm wearing the same T-shirt that I wore the day before, and I probably didn't, and it's probably I probably didn't shower that day or the day before because I shower every other day. So like I showered like for example, Monday I showered. Today I didn't. Tomorrow I will shower. Thursday I probably won't bother. Friday I will shower. So yeah, every other day, which seems perfectly reasonable to me. You don't actually need to shower every day, especially if you're not going out. Or at least, or rather, I don't need to shower every day because I am not leaving the house. I don't go out. I'm not doing any physical activity. I'm not sweating a whole lot. So there's no real need for me to shower every day. Every other day is completely, completely reasonable. If I don't come live one night, then odds are I'm on the third day. And I just did not feel like showering, and I feel gross. Because I do tend to feel gross by the third day. So for body wash, I use Irish Spring body wash. I shower every 2 months. Fair. Yeah, that's fair. Did you know back in the Middle Ages, they basically never showered? Because they didn't actually have showers. You know, they didn't have like they didn't really have the technology to do showers. They would bathe instead. Usually they would just bathe. But yeah, they never showered. They didn't have fridges either. Nope. No, they didn't have fridges. I did not have running water. I'd hope to have a pretty water fetcher. Don't even think they had Google. No Google. No Google, but oddly enough, they did have Google Maps. It sucked back then. Okay. All right. Good night, Jenna. Google during the Middle Ages. Yeah. No Wikipedia either. Wikipedia was only created in like early 2000s. So they didn't have Wikipedia either. If if they were arguing about, thanks, Jenna. That's cute. That's cute, Jenna. Yeah, like back then, if they were arguing about, if there was an argument about what actor was in a play, they would just have to keep arguing until they died. They couldn't look it up. They couldn't look it up, so they would just argue until they both died. Used Encarta for everything. Weird time, the Middle Ages. It's my favorite dinner. Probably roast beef. With dinner rolls. Not the rolls. I don't like dinner rolls, but the roast potatoes. It's my favorite. That's my favorite preparation method for potatoes as well, is roast potatoes. Yeah, Anastasia. Like, so they get that little bit of crispiness. Yeah, like sort of crispy on the outside and then soft on the inside. Potatoes are your weakness. Carrots and potatoes. That carrots, yep. Minced beef, minced meat with gravy and veggie mashed potatoes. Mince and tatties. It's the Scottish name for that is mince and tatties. Minced beef and potatoes. Poutine? I don't, private dancer. I've never tried poutine, and I don't think I ever could. Tatties is Scottish? Yep. Never had it. If you like food, like if you like food and you like trying different foods, like if you're open to new foods, poutine is worth having. Very salty, but I've only had it in the U.S. I mean, it's fries, gravy, and cheese, so yeah, it probably would be a little bit salty. Am I Scottish? My mom is from Scotland, so I'm half Scottish. Tried it at a diner near the Canada border. It's wild, man. I sometimes see Americans talk shit about poutine. It's like, dudes. I live in Germany. You don't have poutine here either. Coming from Greece, no poutine either. Yeah, it's like, why is Canada the only place that really does poutine? Like, why is it? Like, why is that? Like, why have no other countries decided cheese, cheese, fries, cheese, and gravy sounds good? Why is there nowhere else in the world that decided to pick up on that? Scottish and Irish people are one of a kind. Yep. It's just so weird to me because I mean, it sounds like it. It sounds like kind of a weird no. It sounds like a no-brainer, right? Am I wrong in that it sounds like kind of a no-brainer idea? Rice and gravy, not bad. Cheese, what could it harm? Chili cheese fries, poutine. I mean, chili cheese fries are popular too. Carne asada fries. Biscuits and gravy, probably. I think actually, I wonder if part of the issue as like to why you don't really get poutine in other countries, and truthfully, why even in a lot of Canada, like even a lot of parts of like even much of Canada doesn't really have much in the way of poutine. I suspect part of it is because it does come down to the cheese. It's cheese curds, and more specifically, it's intended to be like Saint Albert's cheese curds, I think. No, I suppose not. Yeah, I mean it is cheese curds rather than like cheese slices or whatever, shredded cheese or whatever. Great poutine place in Detroit, but even Detroit is rare, even though you trip you land in Ontario. Yeah, garlic cheese bacon chips. I do suspect the cheese curds is probably like I do suspect the curds is the stumbling block for a lot of places because there's not a lot of dishes that really call for curds, and yeah, most people don't really eat cheese that way, and St. Joseph's cheese curds. It's in near where I live. Yeah, I mean Cornwall is right near the Quebec border because it is mostly a Quebec thing. It is very much a Quebec dish. Further you get from Quebec, the harder it is to find good poutine. Cornwall is pretty near the border, so we're definitely a town that appreciates poutine. Ottawa as well, shares a border with Quebec, so Ottawa you can get plenty of poutine. But like, you know, by the time you reach Western Ontario, it's starting to get harder. And then by the time you reach the prairies, it's like, yeah, Batin doesn't exist anymore. No, still. Beaver Tail. I have not been, because of my pickiness, my finickiness. Yeah, it's just a shame. I wish more people could experience Batin. Even if it's not something that I particularly want to eat myself, because I'm weird. I feel like it should be available to people. My favorite is the double quarter pounder, no cheese. Just fries, gravy, and cheese. What's so special about it? I mean, that's sort of what's special about it. Fries, gravy, and cheese. And yet so few people get to eat it. Like, I imagine most people would probably really like that. Like, I imagine most people would really enjoy that. But the curds, Eggy. It's hard to find cheese curds in a lot of places. Would I feed gravy in a bowl to Fluttershy? Had a quarter pounder meal yesterday and I love it. Nice. Montreal meat potatoes the best. And it's worth noting the basic recipe, basic poutine, is fries, gravy, and cheese. You can add more to it. Yeah, like that's the base. But I mean, you can add a lot more to it. Shit. You could probably do chili cheese poutine. Yeah, like you can do a chili poutine. Which cheese, cheddar? So traditionally, it's a sort of a white cheese, but it does need to be curds. So you don't really need to worry too much about the type. Goat cheese, mozzarella. Again, I think you could probably use any of those. Like you could use any of those as long as it is curds. That's the important part. Hey, Laura. Chinese takeaway food. I mean, I'm shit. I'm shitty. I mean, that's what's like spare ribs and chicken fried rice. Yeah. Apparently, so I'm just reading the Wikipedia article on Putin, and apparently it has moved to the U.S. or to Russia, I should say. It has become available in Russia, where it's been referred to as Rasputin. Rasputin. That's funny. Rasputin. Anyway, best liver I've ever had was from Russia. Raw Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna get going. But thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Only been an hour? Yeah, but it's an hour. It's an hour at night. It's an hour at, it's almost 4 in the morning and I worked for 8 hours. So. Yeah. So, be back probably late evening for trivia. Hope to see you all for trivia. Meantime, good night.